Hi again. Just went to do one. Just set my camera up to do this little film clip, and there was a spider's web across the top of it, which, like, wow. A, it tells me I haven't cleaned this room for a bit, and B, how long is it since I've done one of these film clips? Normally, when I'm not doing these clips, it's for a few different reasons. I could be away, like for California, for a few weeks. I'm mega busy, or sometimes I just go in. I like to work on myself. I don't like to talk about stuff if I haven't done the work myself, and that's what I've been doing recently. And trying to get around some good people and doing some personal development stuff myself. And I feel like I've shifted again a bit, which is a good feeling. It's exciting. So it's like I'm going back out into the world with a slightly different perception again, which I really like. I've just finished doing a lot of reading as well. I've just finished, and if you can see that, my friend Bill, Reverend Bill, who I went to California with, I don't know if you see, I've just finished his book. I finished it, probably took me about 2 days. Alchemy of a Warrior's Heart. It's on Amazon. But one of the things that I really found fascinating about Bill was just his perception to life. To him, everything that happened, and the guy has been through one hell of a lot in his life, 12 heart attacks, he's had cancer a few different times, but his attitude to life was everything that happens is meant to happen. I was with Jeff Thompson the weekend, and pretty much the same attitude to life. Both very spiritual people, both believe that everything that happens is sort of meant to happen. And I know we can pick holes in that, but just to be around people like that, I just love their attitude and their perception. All I know is that being around people like that feels really good. Whether you believe it or not, my perception is probably on similar to theirs, not quite the same, but similar to theirs. I know from doing my work, when I'm working with clients, I've worked with quite a few people whose perception or attitudes, whatever you want to call it, there's a difference there, but their perception is very negative. They can take positive things and turn them into a negative. Whereas with the likes of Bill and Jeff, they could take what most people would consider negative things and turn them into a positive. And sometimes I'll be listening thinking, how did you do that? But that's genuinely how they see the world. And that's a choice. You know, they're choosing to see the world like that. If we look around us, there's a lot of negative things in the world, but we can turn them into positives. I know it's not always easy, but the perception is massive. And like I said, that's what I'm trying to say. I just wanted to do a really short clip here, but just how important our perception is and how we see things. And all I know is that being around people like Jeff and being around people like Bill actually gives me energy. They transfer energy, and you walk away from those people feeling energized and that you can do anything. Then you meet other people who've got the type of people that can turn everything into a negative, and I actually feel like I'm pumping energy into those people, which is part of the job that I do as well. So you know, that's, I don't mind doing that. But I've also learned that with some people, it doesn't matter how much energy you put into them, how many times you try and change their perception, they're always going to keep going back to that negative perception and turn everything into a negative. So it's something to be aware of. You know, what's your perception? How are you seeing the world? And remembering that it's a choice as well. And that's the message that I just wanted to share today. And like I said, I've just finished Bill's book. It's brilliant. I've got a few books on the go at the moment. Jeff Thompson gave me this book to read. Shirley MacLaine. It's called Out on a Limb, which I've just started to read, and I'm really enjoying it as well. I've just read some counselling books. Irvin Yalom, he's a psychiatrist. I really love his stuff. So again, constantly reading, constantly working on perception, getting the knowledge in. Massive difference between knowledge and wisdom. You can have all the knowledge in the world, which is really good. Keep reading, keep learning, but wisdom is applying it. Thanks, Robert. Robert's come on and just left a comment. Thanks, Robert. So that's the message that I wanted to share today. Work on your perception, keep getting the knowledge in, and remember that knowledge, wisdom is applying that knowledge. I see that a lot. I'm around people a lot as well who've got, they can tell, they really impress me with what they know, but are they applying it? That's a really important thing to think about as well. Thanks everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day.